Hi guys, welcome back to another video and to this pretty cool looking Epiphone SG, and it might just be my favourite unsung made Epiphone that I've ever come across. This one is from 2004, so you know, getting on sort of nearly 20 years old, and the colour to me is very similar to the recent Hendrix SG that Gibson Custom Shop did, the one that was like £9 or something crazy, but the colour of it is super similar to that. So let's go over the spec of the guitar like normal, and then we'll get into some more sounds because I really like the way this thing's wired as well, and then I'll come back and sort of share my final thoughts. So let's come in closer and give you a good look at that colour. It's just this really nice sort of off-white, and obviously it's probably changed a bit over the 18 years, but I just think it looks really cool. So spec wise, it is a mahogany body. Unsure of how many pieces they were using at this time, but you know, usual Epiphone sort of stuff, but normal sort of SG calves. But you do have the contours on both sides of the horn going all the way up, because on some of the newer ones they're a bit different. So let's talk about how this thing's wired just quickly then. So it's wired so that the middle position is always on, no matter what. So if you're in the bridge, it's bridge and middle. If you're in the middle, it's all three, technically. And if you're in the neck, it is middle and neck. However, unlike normal wiring, you've got 3 volume controls and 1 master tone. So that means that if you're in the middle, you can dial out the middle pickup and just have bridge and neck, or you can dial out the bridge and have neck and middle, and it just lends itself to a really versatile sort of playing style, I suppose, and it gives you tones that you'd not usually kind of be playing with, and I really like that, and we'll get onto that in the sound demos. But being an older one, you're getting a rosewood fingerboard just there as well, which is a nice dark piece, looks pretty good. It's a mahogany neck, and the neck profile, if I can get the camera to focus there, so maybe if I go over here, is a lovely, consistent sort of medium C, urging on bigger C, but E to E, it's a little bit slimmer than a normal SG, and it's one of the best necks on an SG that I've ever come across. You know, even on like some of the Gibsons and stuff. The neck on this guitar is, you know, really nice. And then I'll show you the headstock. You got the what does it say, Les Paul Custom at the top there, and the custom inlays, and then you get in these gold Grover tuners. And in fairness, they've stayed, if I can get that in there, they've stayed pretty gold. All the hardware's stayed reasonably gold considering the age of it. Usual sort of Epiphone style bridge there, and that's pretty much it in terms of spec. We do have a little bit of finish checking around the input jack there, if you can see that, and on the rear quarter just here you can see a little bit of sort of discoloration as well. But other than that, the guitar is in, you know, really nice condition. So let's get on to the sound demos now. I'll show you the guitar in the middle position and then show you, you know, just going through those pickups. And then I think I'll just do some of the favourite sounds I've had out of it, which is basically either the bridge and middle together or the neck and middle together. I just think it sounds really sort of unique. But then I'll come back and sort of share the rest of my thoughts on the guitar. And so that's it. I'll see you in a second. So there you go, and you heard a little bit about how this guitar sounds. So these pickups, I'm not sure if I said before, they're the classic alnicos, and we've looked at these pickups a few times on the channel, and what I've always said about them is, to me, they just sound like you're dialing your tone off a little bit, and that's true here as well. The pickups do just have that sound in them. However, I think on an SG, as opposed to a Les Paul, which is an inherently brighter guitar, they pretty much always are brighter than a Les Paul. They kind of get away with it, and because of the way it's wired, I think you can get some really unique tones out of it, and I actually like these pickups in this guitar for that reason. But some of you might have, that keep up with Epiphone and stuff like that. At the moment, there is not one of these guitars in SG or Les Paul form available from Epiphone, and we've seen them do the SG61, the SG59, some of the upper end Epiphone special runs, and I am willing to bet £10 with any of you in the comments that next year we see one of those of either a Black Beauty or this Les Paul Custom SG. And it'll have the burst buckers in it, 3 of them. It'll have the new CTS pots and Mallory caps. Unfortunately, it won't have a rosewood fretboard, but I think that guitar, when it comes, and I believe it will come, will be a killer Epiphone, and I'll definitely be looking out for it. And I know that Colin from the Guitaristas is probably looking out for it as well. So that's the guitar. I just wanted to show you this. I've been meaning to get around to it. Let me know what you think. Links will be down below as always, and I will see you on another video.